Not all celebrities get along, and when big personalities clash, things can get awkward. Starting off with Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse co-stars Shameik Moore and Haley Steinfeld, who caused an uncomfortable press junket due to Moore's awkward attempts to flirt and compliment her during the press tour.
It's easier to be Miles flirting with Gwen when I'm looking at Haley.
When you're looking at her, right.
I'm gonna watch Paper Moon, just so I can,
So you know?
Just so I can, be closer to Haley. It's easier looking at Haley being Miles trying to get to Gwen, you know what I mean?
But way back in 2000, Eminem lost a lot of love for fellow music superstar Christina Aguilera when she pointed out that he wrote some questionable lyrics about his wife in one of his hit songs.
I heard he's married now.
Eminem?
Yeah, totally. The girl that he talks about killing on his record, actually.
No, you didn't just say that, you little. And then she said, yeah, and you know, doesn't he have a song about killing his baby's mother? She heard a rumor. She didn't know if I was married or not. She just heard a rumor and then put me on blast.
But Christina came back with some subtle shade of her own while presenting an award at the MTV VMAs that year.
Yes, it has. Getting to perform on stage at Radio City, meeting Janet Jackson, Eminem. Anyway.
That was super awkward, but not as awkward as the 2018 Kids' Choice Awards, when Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown jumped in front of her co-star, Caleb McLaughlin. With so much force, she almost knocked him over on stage.
We would not be able to enjoy this incredible ride without you. And obviously, you guys. I mean, we have to thank the fans. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting us. We love you, and we're very grateful.
But even celebrities get sick of award shows, like when Ben Affleck went viral for his lifeless expressions during the 2023 Grammy Awards. Though we still don't know if it was his then-wife J-Lo or the celebrities around him who were getting on his nerves.
It wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as the devil, Mom.
Speaking of getting on people's nerves, celebrity interviewer Bobby Althoff is known for her dry and sometimes very awkward interview style. But things took a turn for the weird when she described rapper Sukahana as a musician, and Sukahana misheard it as magician.
I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician.
What the that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music.
Bruh. Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby, I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
People expect celebrities to be annoyed with Bobby, but nobody expected Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande from Nickelodeon's Sam and Cat to be enemies in real life. But that's what Jeanette revealed in her best-selling memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died.
My co-star Ariana Grande is a burgeoning pop star who misses work regularly to go sing at award shows, record new songs, and do press for her upcoming album, while I stay back and angrily hold down the fort. So I have to turn down movies while Ariana's off whistle-toning at the Billboard Music Awards. This. And I'm pissed at her. Jealous of her, for a few reasons. The first is that she had a much easier upbringing than I did. I grew up in Garbage Grove in a hoarder house with a cancerous mom who constantly wept about not being able to afford rent and utility bills.
Another pair of on-screen besties who didn't get along in real life was Gossip Girl's Blake Lively and Leighton Meester, with Blake drawing criticisms for comments she made about Leighton during a cast interview, though she tried to brush them off as harmless jokes.
Chuck has a matching pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them. I'm just kidding.
You got a few of them.
Come on, it was a joke.
But some think Lively went too far when she joked about Leighton's difficult childhood, referencing that her mother had been in prison when Leighton was born.
That was a lot of information about cages, and I'm sorry, I was still thrown off by that stuff.
He was like, wow.
Who else didn't want to act in a cage?
Well, some of them started
a cage.
Yeah.
Celebrity feuds also extend to major superstars, because for years, rumors have swirled that the iconic Mariah Carey is not a fan of fellow pop diva Jennifer Lopez.
I don't know. I have a problem when someone copies my look exactly and they're not even a real singer. Sorry.
Interviewers have asked Mariah about J-Lo so many times that it even became a viral meme.
What do you think about people still referencing I don't know her all these years later?
I still don't know her.
J-Lo isn't the only celebrity who's gotten on Mariah Carey's nerves either, because when she appeared on The Ellen Show in 2010, Ellen decided to grill her about a sensitive subject.
The other
other thing is that people are saying that that you're pregnant. There's rumors.
Don't discuss that.
Instead of pushing the question, Ellen proposed a toast with champagne, knowing that the singer wouldn't be able to drink if she were pregnant, and Mariah was clearly extremely uncomfortable.
Let's just toast with champagne and decide.
But they've been saying that since we. Oh, I can have some champagne. It's just fattening. So,
you can't have champagne?
You see what Ellen is doing? This is peer pressure.
No. Let's toast to you not being pregnant. If you're not pregnant, then we should.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe her. Why would we toast to that? How about to the future?
Yeah. You can
and for both of our futures, who knows what they hold.
Another pop star who took a dislike to a celebrity interviewer was Harry Styles, who seemed openly annoyed by radio shock jock Howard Stern and his sexist questions during an appearance on his show.
You got money, you got fame, you got looks, you got your youth, and you got talent. You could f*** over every woman on the planet.
If it gets too hard, you can just go find somebody else.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I mean, that's the spirit, Robin, right? I mean,
well, you're a bit of a bumblebee. You can go and pollinate every little flower that's around. You got a problem there.
It's not the plan.
Maybe therapy's for you.
Therapy?
Yeah.
I'm in therapy.
And then things go wrong. Does he say there's something that you can do about this?
Well, she's pretty
Oh, she?
Yeah, it's a she.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, I worry about you going to a woman therapist.
I'm going to say no before you even...
Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because you're going to seduce her. I don't mean literally. But
How do you know she's not going to seduce me?
Meanwhile, in 2011, a then 17-year-old Justin Bieber appeared on The Talk, where he was interviewed by a group of adult women, including actress Leah Remini and TV personality Sharon Osbourne. And the questions got real inappropriate real quick.
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer, Justin Bieber.
I have little girl fans. I can't go.
Okay, imagine.
If you had to date one of us, five.
Who would it?
She would be a pain in the... I'll tell you that right now.
While Justin Bieber's experience may have been uncomfortable, Sofia Vergara's experience on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 2010 was straight up creepy, as her fellow guest, Gordon Ramsay, wouldn't stop making suggestive comments that left the actress looking visibly upset.
Never scream like that in real life, I was all acting.
Only in the bedroom. You seem like you're enjoying that. You had a whole wedge in your mouth at any one time?
Yes, I have.
You haven't heard of a knife and fork? No?
You don't eat pizza with a knife and a fork.
You just pick it up and stick it in.
Go to Colombia, they'll teach you.
That's right.
No touching.
From her body language, it was clear that Vergara couldn't get far enough away from Ramsay.
Just a Hispanic name. Not everything needs a meaning.
Oh, really?
Yes,
that's correct.
Right.
It sounds like a paint.
Okay, this is my interview.
Yeah.
Sadly, that wasn't the first time Sofia Vergara had to deal with creepy comments on live television, because 7 years earlier, she appeared on The Tonight Show, where she was interviewed by Bill Cosby, filling in for the show's usual host, David Letterman.
Men look at you and they think only of sin. When you walked out, many people became attentive. You make me feel young again. You make me feel very excited. Look at me.
The early 2000s were a messy time for celebrity culture, and one of the messiest moments came about when Lindsay Lohan slammed her former BFF, Paris Hilton, in front of the paparazzi, and then immediately tried to backtrack.
Wait, with Paris tonight, Lindsay?
Lindsay, we love you, Lindsay. Yeah. That's enough, man. That's enough.
I love Paris Hilton.
What would you say a second ago about Paris?
Why is Paris a...
All right, Lindsay. Lindsay, why is Paris a...
I never said that.
We got you saying a second ago.
Tell them dirty dates in the...
Things got weirder at the 2010 Glamour Awards when the host, James Corden, and the guest presenter, Sir Patrick Stewart, became increasingly hostile toward each other after the actor took shots at Corden for looking bored while backstage.
I want to speak to James here. It's James, isn't it? When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir. And if it looked like that, I'm so sorry. But when you come up and present an award, just get on with it. There we go.
That should have been the end of it, but instead, the two men resorted to jokes and insults that were so mean-spirited, even the audience was uncomfortable.
From where I was sitting, I can see your belly. And that was right over there at the back of the room.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the punchline. Go on. No, seriously, go on.
Okay.
No, go on. You can see my belly, and we can all see you dying right now. Let's go for it. Here we go.
You fancy the Jonas Brothers? Cover your belly.
If that award ceremony seemed tense, Nicki Minaj kicked it up a notch at the 2015 MTV VMAs when she called out the ceremony host, Miley Cyrus, for throwing shade at Nicki in an interview with the New York Times that year.
And now, back to this that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
Hey, we're all in this industry. We all do interviews, and we all know how they manipulate. Nicki, congratulations.
Meanwhile, years prior, Michael Jackson didn't want to answer questions he wouldn't. And that's what Oprah Winfrey learned during her iconic interview with the King of Pop in 1993.
Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance.
It
when we were
doesn't
here the
seem
last
to
time
matter,
shooting the
and it
commercial,
doesn't
you
seem
were
bothered every day. And she
But actress Dakota Johnson was more than happy to answer an unpleasant question when she called out Ellen DeGeneres for pretending that she hadn't been invited to Johnson's birthday party that year.
You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
And when Ellen tried to deny it, Dakota wasn't having it.
But I did invite you and you didn't come, so.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody.
But one of the most awkward interviews of all time came during the Avengers Endgame press tour with co-stars Brie Larson, Chris Hemsworth, and Don Cheadle. And from the get-go, the tension and annoyance from the two men toward Larson was obvious.
It was just kind of finding our way, but it was a good group of people to figure it out with, right, guys?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun being there for all my extra takes?
Trained you up in the apprenticeship. I do all my stunts.
I did my stunts because I thought that that's what everyone did. And then
Tom Cruise over here?
No, I want to be the first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you very much.
Wow.
You know, like I said, there's been a sort of the passing of the torch, and Brie just has to not screw it up.
Now I feel a little scared.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
You're
Really
fine.
fine. No, thanks for jumping on me.
No, you're fine.
The tension became even clearer when the interviewer asked about competitiveness between Marvel characters, and Larson made some bold claims about her role as Captain Marvel.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Well, you should let her think that, but yeah.
It's not. As I've said before, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not a personal opinion.
No,
and it's not a reflection on what you can't do, but it is also kind of a reflection on all that you can't do.
It's just that you're just not that strong. We have a fight.
And she can eat bacon
I feel like we're
nobody's
fighting
business.
right now. I think it's been an all-day thing.